I was just like, I can't get pregnant anyways. I can't get pregnant anyways. Might as well just risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that like button. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like me, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified anytime I post. And let's get into the video. So guys, as you read by the title, today I am doing a story time of how I found out that I was pregnant at 18 with my baby girl, Carmen. So if you want to know my reaction to how I got pregnant, stay tuned. But for a second, I would just like to let my new subscribers know that if you turn on your post notifications, you will have a chance to get a shout out, okay? So if you want to shout out, whatever, I can shout you out, guys. And I will also be doing code words in the video, so if you guys comment down the code word below, then I will most likely give you a shout out. And if you're part of the post notification squad, I will give you a shout out. So let's get into the story time. So, as you guys know, I am no longer in high school anymore. I am 19 years old. I know I get that question a lot. I'm 19 years old and I have a daughter, and her name is Carmen. I moved in with my fiance a few days before I graduated high school, guys. So that was May of 2018. We lived together for a few months. I think it was July. Yeah, July. It was July 2018. Is when I got pregnant, guys. Okay. So. Hi, baby. Hello, stinker. Hello, stinker. Hello, baby. One day I was at work and I was living with my boyfriend at this time, and for some reason, for a few days, I just wasn't feeling good. I just kept getting really lightheaded while cooking, and I was feeling so nauseous, and I was just like, wow, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I never suspected pregnancy because one of my doctors told me that I have endometriosis. I'll put that definition on the screen. But yeah, basically saying that I would most likely not be able to have children. And also I've taken so many pregnancy tests prior to finding out I was pregnant, just in the span of our relationship, and I was so convinced that I couldn't have a baby. Every single test would come back negative, every test I would take, and I would save them all. I don't know why I would save them, but I would save them because I'd be like, okay, so this one's negative. And I probably took I probably had 10 pregnancy tests saved saying that I wasn't pregnant or whatever. I was on birth control at the time, but I was really bad about taking my birth control. I would have a timer set for it. I'd be nowhere near the time where I needed to be taking my birth control. I was way off, guys. And so so one week I was just you know what, I really don't feel like picking up my birth control because it's 10 minutes away. I don't feel like driving 10 minutes away to pick up some birth control. Actually, it was 20 minutes away. Yeah, it was 20 minutes away. I don't feel like going to go pick up birth control, so I ended up just not having birth control. So basically I didn't get my birth control for that week, and then after that week I just completely forgot to get my birth control and all. So yeah, as you can easily see, I got pregnant. But yeah, so I didn't pick up my birth control, and I was just okay, it's whatever, we'll just use condoms. We didn't end up using condoms, guys. We didn't use condoms because my boyfriend's always no, I don't want to use condoms, I don't want to use condoms, blah, blah, blah. So we didn't use condoms, and I don't know, I just didn't even think that I could get pregnant, so I didn't really care that much. I was just I can't get pregnant anyways. I can't get pregnant anyways. Might as well just risk it for the biscuit. But yeah, I shouldn't have risked it. I'm happy I did though, because I love my baby girl, but don't risk it. Back to what I was previously saying, I was feeling sick in the middle of August of 2018. It was August 2018, and I was just feeling sick and at home, and I just didn't know what was wrong. And I was too scared to go get a pregnancy test because I was just like, wow, like I could be pregnant. But at the same time, like I just didn't believe that. So I just like waited a few more like weeks or whatever until one day when I was at work, I was making some food and your girl puked. I worked at Subway at the time, guys, and I was making a customer sandwich and your girl threw up right there in the trash can next to the customer sandwich. Guys, you don't know how embarrassed I was. I ran to the back and continued to throw up. So I was just like, wow, what is wrong with me? Like, what did I eat? Like, there's like, what did I eat? That has to be the reason. Like, do I have the flu? Like, my fiance just figured maybe I was sick or whatever, and so we just like went with that, like, yeah, maybe I'm sick. And so he picked me up from work that night, and I was telling him about it, and I was like, yeah, I puked today. And like in the middle of me talking to him, I threw up again. And he was like, wow, like, what do you think it could be? And I just was like praying that it wasn't pregnancy, because I was like, no way, like I just graduated high school, I'm supposed to go to college, like no way. I ended up puking, and I was just telling him, and I was like, I don't really feel good nowadays, like I feel lightheaded. One day I went to work and I was just craving like onions and tomatoes, and I like hate onions. I was just craving it, and so I just made me a random sandwich. Like I was having weird cravings, and then I could like just certain smells would be affecting me and I'd be puking. And I was like, damn, Charity, what's happening to you? What is happening to you? Am I dying? Am I dying? But yeah, so I wasn't dying, guys. And then it finally came a time, I think it was probably like in the middle of August. I'm not really sure what day, but I think I have a photo of when I took the, like when I took the test. I don't even know, but I'm gonna insert the photo on the screen for you guys to see it. I called my friend and I was like, hey, can you take me to get a pregnancy test? And she was like, yes, like yes, 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 yes. So she took me to get a pregnancy test, and then we came back to my apartment, and she just took one with me too, to, I guess, just make me feel good. So we both took a pregnancy test, guys, and we're just sitting on the couch waiting, and I just like, I'm not really that scared, because I'm just like, there's no way I'm pregnant. I'm just like, there's no way I'm pregnant. And she took her test, like I already knew she wasn't pregnant. Just sitting down, we had our tests on the table, and we're just chit-chatting it up. She flips her test and it says not pregnant, guys, okay? And so I had so much hope. I was like, yeah, boy, hers is not pregnant. You know what that means? You know what that means? It means mine would say I wasn't pregnant. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, guys. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Wow, I really underestimated my reproductive system. Really. I flipped my test over, and what do you guys think it said? It said I was pregnant. My heart dropped, and I just started crying, like so hard crying. I was just like thinking about everything that like I still had to do in my life, and college and work and just freedom. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And my friend was like, what did it say? But she said, what did it say, guys? And I literally said, it says I'm pregnant. I was just like, wow, like what do I do? And my boyfriend came home that night, and I just threw the test. I threw the test at him. I was like, look what you did to me. Look what you did to me. And my fiance was so happy. And then I ended up having to tell my family that I was pregnant, and everyone was so happy for me, which made me so comfortable, because honestly, I was the only one overthinking it. Like, everyone was like, you're gonna be fine, it's gonna be okay, don't worry, you got this, you're such a strong girl. And they were right, I had it. But yeah, guys, so I hope you enjoyed. tiny little story time. I never like to make my story times too long. I like to get to the point, make it a little interesting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. If you're new to my channel and you like me and you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, hit that bell button. And if you stayed long enough for the video, you will know the code word that you should comment down below. And you will know if you got a shout out or not. And if you're part of the post notification crew, comment down below hashtag post notification crew, hashtag post notification squad, hashtag post notification gang. And maybe you'll get a shout out in my next video, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.